We've all got more power than we think. Our immune systems function like natural superpowers, defending us every day and keeping us healthy. But even superpowers can use support. Avmacol Extra Strength unleashes the power of broccoli and beta-glucans to help your body fight off the impacts of environmental toxins. Learn more at avmacol.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
La 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 la. She really hates him, it's really true. Why did she marry this jackass Jew? Some people say that opposites attract, but this seems more like a suicide pact. He's totally sober, she's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Go ahead, test yours, please.
Test.
I don't know why you get me so agitated before we even start this. You're just coming at me. I just wanted to do a nice, peaceful podcast since I got down here. You're setting it up wrong. You're doing this. You're tripping. You're doing that. Go get it. Do this.
First of all, I never said any of those things. I said someone tweeted at me that the last time they listened to a podcast, at the end, there was an old podcast, which is, here we go. This is the problem. We keep recording over old podcasts, and you won't listen to reason. I don't know why. So that's all I brought up. I didn't get mad. You started kind of like losing control. I said the reason you're getting upset is because you take it as like I'm saying you did something wrong. And you don't know how to fix it, and you won't fix it.
It's the template. You don't erase the template.
People help me. He won't listen to reason.
I'll stop this. Hold on.
Other people do podcasts where they don't record over their old podcast.
We're not other people.
I know, unfortunately.
You know, what are you going to do? Do exactly. So big deal. It runs over.
I know, but do you understand the craziness of someone who won't admit that they're doing it wrong?
I'm not doing it wrong.
You are doing it wrong because it keeps happening where there's an old podcast. It doesn't keep happening.
It
happens anytime we do a shorter podcast than the last one. So the way that you do it, we would have to constantly just do at least a minute more than the old podcast or exactly the same. Do you see what I'm saying? If we go shorter than the last podcast, there will be stuff at the end unless you fix it. But I'm just saying, it's fine. I don't even give a shit, honestly.
You do, else you wouldn't bring it up.
The thing that makes me the most upset is that you just refuse to acknowledge any wrongdoing or get help. Raina's offered to show you how to do it. I've offered to show you how to do it.
Raina doesn't know how to do it. She doesn't do a podcast.
But do you see what I'm saying? You're just no, you don't know how, but then you'll say no one else knows how. This is how everyone does it. You sound like an insane person.
I'm not sounding like you're the one who's sounding. Anybody can hear you. I'm not. They don't hear me. You sound like the insane person. I'm just sitting here listening. So you're the one who really sounds like the insane person. I mean, you got to know that, right?
I don't know that. No.
Well, see, you can never
You
agree.
Started off by saying you're on me. You're getting me agitated.
Yeah, right.
Now you're acting I don't know why you're acting out of control. This is so bizarre.
Is that how you talk in real life?
Well.
That's how you talk?
No, that's you.
No, that's you.
Well, if I stop the podcast right now, they could just listen to the old one. Should I just leave?
No. Because that's the template.
But what? I don't care.
You got to have
honestly,
a template.
Say this. Look, that's the only way I know how to do it, so fuck it. I would be okay, that's fine. But you don't. You're no, I'm not doing it wrong. This is how everyone does it. It's this is the template. You can't fuck with the template. It's I don't feel like changing the way I do it. Be on it. It's the frustrating part of talking to you is it's like a wall, clunk, 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 clunk. Nothing gets through.
Huh?
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Is that you knocking on the wall? You
But
know,
you
look,
see,
I've been
like,
running this thing for over 400 episodes.
Yes,
it's
and
going
it's-
pretty well.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
We have a pretty successful podcast.
Define success.
Huh?
Define success.
People listen and like it, and we have like a cult following.
Oh, really? That's what you call when you don't have a lot of followers?
What? A cult? We have tons of followers. I mean, I don't know how many.
I don't mind. I like doing the podcast. It's fine.
Oh, now you like doing
Well,
it.
whatever. I lied there, but it's honestly, it's talking to you is so difficult. There can be no exchange of ideas with you.
That's not true. We always do ideas.
No,
Look
we
at us.
don't.
We're doing videos now. Whose idea was that? Tell the truth.
I don't know. Probably Bobby's. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Bobby's. It was mine. I mean, Joey Diaz said we got to start.
Oh, it's Joey
Video.
Diaz. Okay.
Not this. He said we.
But you
we
do
should set up-
everything that you do besides stand up is just like not quite
Oh, really?
right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not quite right.
Yeah. Are you trying to buy time so you can think of something you did
No,
right? I
I
don't know
don't-
why you keep asking it.
No,
yes,
no.
that is exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, so you're saying the work I do around the house is not quite right? If I
Yeah,
do,
many times, not quite right. Yes.
Oh.
The trees, they get planted, then they get moved back.
one time I got moved back because I realized I didn't want them that close to the curb.
I know, but that's the Rich Voss way.
No, 4 trees
Don't
I
do
planted.
any research.
Oh,
Jump
really?
in.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong. I do research. I just overlooked how far you're supposed to plant them from the road.
Did you research how far to plant from the road before? Look, I don't want to just make you wrong on all things. The problem is that you won't acknowledge any wrongdoing. So then people have to go even further and like harder on you. If you acknowledge wrongdoing, there'd be a lot less negativity towards you. It's the
There's
fact.
First of all, there's no negativity
Yes,
towards
I have
me.
a lot of
it's
negativity.
It's just
towards
from
you.
you.
Yes.
Everywhere
yes,
else
your
I go-
wife, the person
ev-
you spend the most time with.
Everywhere else I
unfortunately.
go, it's just positive
No.
reinforcement. Oh, yes. What are you talking about? Everywhere I go. Oh, here's.
Oh, really? Let's call Bobby then. Because I hear
No.
Bobby yelling at you lots of times too.
He doesn't
Or people
yell
will
at me.
call me and be like, tell Rich. It's like, you tell him. I
No.
can't. No one can tell him.
I'll call. Oh, we can't call Bobby because I'm on my phone. I'm sure you have his number. You have all my friends' numbers.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Do I have?
Is Bobby not my friend?
Yeah, but he's more my friend than your friend.
Oh, okay, great. Another example of just how fucking insane you are.
I'm not insane. Do I have all your friends' numbers?
No, I don't know, and I don't care. If you're friends with them, you probably do.
Whatever. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. To do what you got to do.
Oh my god.
We finished watching.
Really?
What?
There's
Moving
one
on.
major thing that I'm sure you're going to bring up. That why wouldn't you bring it up even in a fight? Like I don't even know. It
I'm not
feels
gonna
like
do
I
it
set you
because
up perfectly.
Well, no, because I'm not going to attack you for something that you didn't plan
it's
on.
not attacking. What are you talking?
What about Raina's ears?
Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted to talk about. today.
No, it's because it was a mere mistake. From
Really?
you.
Then how come you texted me? This is your fault.
I didn't say this is your fault. Go over the text.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
get
I
your
look
text.
at it every day because it keeps coming up on my phone.
Oh, does
Yeah, because I was gonna- I was
Because your phone knows what kind of person you are.
I
Your
don't know.
phone's trying to remind you
Yeah.
what kind of person you are. A little coffee.
Okay, is something wrong? Because I call. Okay, so Raina got a fever and wasn't feeling well, and
Not Saturday night, just a fever.
oh, I'm sorry, that's one of his over and above jokes. He's really
Not good?
hitting it out of the park as he always does. No, so Raina got a fever and we took her to get a COVID test. So I took her in and then they said it's going to be like a 3-hour wait. Brought her back.
And then I took it for the long wait, the long haul.
So then when they called to have her go back, Rich goes back with her and
The long haul.
she doesn't have COVID, which we
No.
didn't think she did. But it turns out her ears are incredibly infected.
Very infected.
I mean, they did look a little red, and she said they were sore, but they weren't swollen up or anything. And so let's back up. So a week earlier, a few days earlier, well, this started months earlier. Raina wanted to get her ears pierced, but I'd already gotten her ears pierced and she wouldn't put earrings in. So I said, I'm not doing it again. So she kept talking about that she wanted to get her ears re-pierced. So I told her to poke them through herself, which is what my sisters and I did. You take a needle and you heat it and you poke it through.
Yeah, because you lived on a farm and there was no place close to you to get your ear pierced unless you went to Mount Pilot.
I mean, yes, I'd heard of people getting infected, but I just thought it was sort of wives' tale. Like if you heated the needle and poked through, it's fine. Anyway, I knew she's too scaredy cat to do it. So it was kind of me just being like, go ahead, do it, whatever. Because even I offered to do it and she was like, no, I can't. So turns out she got up the guts and she poked her ears through.
Without a needle that was sterile.
She didn't do it with me. She did it on her own. Anyway, yeah, I think she just used it like a safety pin. What are you doing with your mouth there?
Yeah, a piece of food I'm trying to...
Well, definitely lead into the mic when you do it. When you try to get out, go like that. That seems good. I think people like that. Is that something that's you're saying you hit it out of the park with? Your mouth noises?
That's why we have a cult following.
Because of your mouth noises. Perfect. So she complained that her ears were sore, but I said, well, they'll be a little red and sore for a couple of days. I even looked it up. And then
what did you look up?
I said, what
you didn't look up infections, obviously.
It didn't look infected. It didn't look red. But when the doctor pulled her earrings out, they ballooned. They went boop.
No, first of all, the doctor couldn't get the earring out. Had to use pliers and tweezers and numb her up. She was screaming and crying, holding my hand, and I was powerless. There was nothing I could do. And it was embedded, the back post embedded into the swollen ear.
Okay. So I called and
pus was flying out and blood, and she's crying and screaming.
Okay.
Then he came back and he gave her 5 shots in one ear of pain.
No,
yes,
not 5.
Yes, hit her in the ear like 5 times all around the ear, the front, the back, the top, the bottom, and it was like she was getting a leg or an arm amputated.
Oh boy,
that's how much pain. I felt so bad. I didn't videotape it though.
Well, then I called and you were like, I call you back. Like you were so mad. And then I was like, I thought she had COVID. I was like, oh shit. So then I texted, I said, is something wrong? You wrote back, her ears are totally infected. Everything spelled correctly also, by the way, which I was pretty impressed by. I said, oh shit. Is that why she had a fever? Oh my God. And you go, yes, it's your fault. You actually wrote, yes, it's your fault. Yes, it's your fault. All right. Yes.
Because
it's your fault.
Oh, make a joke out of it?
No, I'm not making a joke out of it. I mean, it may be a little trying to be slightly amusing. You did write, it's your fault.
I'm sorry I hit a T instead of an F. They're probably close to each other on the keyboard. Or an autocorrect came along.
Maybe it was the template.
Maybe, But you're so nonchalant, like when it comes to doctors or, don't worry, it'll go away. Things like that don't go away. Infections don't go away. You don't put...
She had to get on 2 different types of antibiotics.
Yeah, 2.
Her ears looked like gout.
Do you think...
Like so fat and red. Oh, my God. I did feel bad, obviously. I was like, what if she loses her ears?
Yeah.
Just to get them amputated.
That she wouldn't have to hear you yelling and yapping all day long.
You could still hear her with a hole.
Oh, instead of saying I don't yell or yap, you would go, oh, she could still hear me.
Well, what am I, like, I'm not going to get in an argument with you about yelling and yapping. I do yell and yap.
Yeah.
I have to.
From the second someone gets up to the second they go to
Oh,
sleep.
really? In the mornings?
Yes.
I get up and I'm like, good morning, hello.
And then you'll
I
find-
spread cheer throughout the house, and then you're like,
You're such a hack.
you're like, oh, leave me alone. I want a bagel. Why you make your coffee? This is your thing when you get up. How old is this coffee?
Yeah, if it's 2 hours
There's
old,
no
I'll make
hello, good morning.
I always say
no,
good morning.
No, this is you. How old is this coffee? That's your first thing you say in the morning. I say, I made it an hour ago, babe. Then you just throw it out. Because what's the cutoff for coffee?
2 hours, or really an hour and a half. I don't like old coffee. I like when I get up, I like a fresh pot of coffee. So back to your nonchalant
Last
way.
night he made coffee at 7 p.m. I mean, it's just mind-boggling.
It was 6:30.
It was 7. It was 7 o'clock when you asked me if I wanted a cup of coffee.
Yeah, because
Who would do that?
who would do that?
Who would do that?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What do
What?
you mean? Who would do that?
Who would have at 7?
Yeah, when you usually go to bed at 3 o'clock, that's 8 hours.
Well, you do complain a lot about not being able to sleep, so I don't think it has anything to do with the coffee.
Not 8 hours early or 6 hours early.
Talk to some healthcare professionals. The older you get, the more
Yeah.
caffeine affects
And
you.
then when I'm done talking to him, I'll hand the phone to you, and you can talk about ear infections or how to stop.
You
or
were
how
very
to-
mad at me, and then I did say this about the infection. I said, "Why? Now you have something on me.
No,
Now
I know.
you can win every argument just by
No,
bringing that up."
No, you just so nonchalant when it
I'm
comes
not
to doctors.
nonchalant.
When's the last time you went for a checkup or a physical?
I'm going tomorrow.
No, you're not.
I'm lying.
So I go for a physical
gonna
every year.
go.
I go for a physical every year.
I'm
Blood.
healthy.
blood.
I'm vegan. I don't have to go.
Okay, everything's healthy.
Yeah,
How's your snatch? How does that feel?
that's good.
Huh?
We have a don't ask, don't tell policy.
You know, everybody should go for physicals, especially when you are, in the twilight, when you get older.
Oh, in the twilight of your life? Was that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, you look young as fuck. You look so.
don't.
Oh, are you kidding me? Everybody says it. She looks young as fuck.
That aggressive and angry?
Yes, they all say it.
Mm-hmm.
And not getting a physical makes no sense. Getting your prostate checked, colonoscopies. What else? Blood taken. Chest, lungs, all of it. You do it every year. Once a year, you get a physical. And then you're on top of things. People get prostate cancer and colon cancer. They are the two most preventable cancers out of all of them because you can stay on top of it. You get a colonoscopy. If they see you have polyps, they burn them, take them out. Then you go back 3 years later. If you don't have polyps, you go back 5 years later. So, these are things, getting a prostate check that can take blood, put fingers in your butt, whatever.
Ooh, exciting.
I'm just saying, a lot of people don't go to the doctors. A lot of people can't afford to go to doctors. If I couldn't afford it, I would just go send me a bill or whatever. I don't know, and not pay it. But I would go. I'd make sure I went and have a physical. I've already taken 3 COVID tests. Some people probably take them every week, once a week, I bet. There's people out there. This is
There's people that have to take one every day for work.
Not every day.
Yeah.
Who would have to take it?
They said at the White House or something that people had to take them every day.
This is the biggest money-making epidemic I've ever seen for everywhere from masks to, companies now are all over the internet selling all different types of masks. This is the mask that makes you breathe
It's
better.
money
This is-
making on one hand, and
and it's killing people on the
Yeah.
other. It's, People figure out how to way to make money during tragedies.
I mean, I like that when I see that.
What?
That people, pivot
Like
when they
that?
have to.
What do you mean they pivot?
It means, they like the Stress Factory. They
Yeah, they
set up an outdoor
tent.
tent, a very expensive one. A lot of people might not have done it because they would have been like, well, this is going to be over in a few months. Just wait it out. But, he was smart to do that.
I'm supposed to go to
All these live shows are over. It's like I read a list of them yesterday, and it was like,
What do you mean? Clubs?
just like, obviously there's no like music venues. There's no Broadway. There's no ballet. There's no opera. There's no, plays. It's
They want to kill the arts.
the arts is going down, but that's in a way like suddenly it feels like maybe we're important. I never really thought we were, but maybe we are. Maybe, people need a release.
That's why I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah, you like to throw water like that.
I
So you like to dice, right? Isn't that what you're doing? You play some craps?
I'm supposed to go to Chicago in 2 or 3 weeks for one, and I haven't flown in 6 months. I'm scared to death. And everybody says, "Oh, flying, you don't have to worry about that. That's the safest place. The way they ventilate the air or something, or do whatever." I'm having anxiety now just thinking about it. Hopefully, it doesn't come through.
You can always say no.
I
You
know,
can say no to stuff.
but you got to eventually. You can't.
Not indoor. You can still just do outdoor. You can still
Well,
just do the safe things.
No, I don't care about the club. It's it's in a movie theater, so it's going to be only 50 people maximum.
I
So
worry about
that's-
that still. I don't know. Everybody
I
has their
don't-
own issues, I guess. But
What scares me is flying, going
have
through
you
the
never
airport.
wear the jacket I made you?
It's not cold enough yet.
It is.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it upstairs. I forgot it was down here.
You don't have to wear it.
I love that coat, jacket.
Go put it on right now. So people can see
No,
it.
I'm not getting up and knocking everything over. I want to turn the video off now so it doesn't eat up the camera. There's enough already on video to put up a clip or two. Then we finish doing the podcast. We watched the last episode of the Comedy Store documentary. Annie Letterman was funny.
Yeah,
had some-
she's great.
She was funny. Let's not.
She's
jump-
got very, very good jokes and a good persona. She's
Yeah, but
like really hilarious.
Great. It takes years to become great. She was funny. I'm not saying she's not. Saying.
I'm glad you
throwing-
brought her up though, so that we could argue over.
No, I'm the one who said she was
greatness.
funny right from the beginning.
I know, but I
And
just
then
said
you-
she's great. It's like a fucking part of speech. Oh, she's excellent. No. I said she's funny. I'll even
Yes.
put a very in front of it, but excellent? No.
Yeah, Pryor.
Great? Oh,
Joan
she's
Rivers.
great. She's great. No. Not great. Very good at the very highest.
Yeah, she was very good, very funny. Came off very funny. Came off great. Oh. She was good. She was funny on it.
It was an entertaining documentary. I started
Yes.
to feel bad for
Carlos Mencia.
the joke thief Carlos Mencia, because it was like
No one ever felt bad for Robin Hood. He was a big thief. Everybody
never
loved-
that felt bad.
Everybody
No,
loved Robin Hood.
who's Robin Hood?
You don't know who Robin Hood is.
Oh, I
You
thought he was a
fucking-
comedian.
How-
I honestly had no idea. I did not know what you were talking about.
Holy, who's Robin Hood?
Is that
Who's
the flower
William-
guy?
Who's William Tell? Anybody
I
ever
thought
hear
it was
of
Robin
Oh, wait.
Williams. You were talking
who's
about.
Moby Dick? Wait,
Who is Moby Dick?
you're sitting next to him.
The great elusive whale. Yeah. Not so elusive.
Oh, no, elusive, whatever that means.
Really? You don't know the word elusive?
To deceive. Right?
Well, not really, but it's...
It could fall in that category.
Mm.
You felt bad for Carlos Mencia. I'm Carlos Mencia.
Only because they went on. So they didn't just be like, "Oh, here's the thing about Carlos Mencia." It was literally it felt like most of that episode.
They probably asked him to come on and give his side of the story. And he probably turned it down.
I know, but here's a guy, Joe Rogan, who's making like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Not hundreds, but whatever.
Taking down a guy who's already been taken down.
But I don't think Rogan was taking him down. I think the producers, and the filmmakers, they asked
and
Rogan his story.
And I don't like joke thieves, but come on, that was like a lot.
Well,
it was a lot for not having someone there to say his own thing.
Well, but maybe they offered it to him, and he just said, "Nah, I don't want to deal with this." Look, Carlos has made his money. I don't know the whole thing, but I mean, they didn't go after Robin Williams, and he was
That's what I thought you were talking about. Robin Hood.
He was a well-known.
There's a lot of
but
people
he wasn't.
who are like,
I don't
joke.
think Robin Williams. I don't think he was blatant because Robin Williams ad-libbed a lot, so I don't think he blatantly said, "Oh, I'm going to take this."
Oh,
bit
he had
from
a lot of
somebody."
people throw him up against a wall and yell at him, and
They didn't throw him against the wall.
I mean, I remember hearing a guy tell that story.
What story?
And then Robin Williams paid him, and he would pay people sometimes after the fact.
But I'm sure it was a different. I think Robin Williams, like I said, ad-libbed so much, and he didn't. That's why when you do crowd work or something, I don't like watching comedy because I don't want someone to say, "Oh, you did my bit." No, I thought of that. But you could watch somebody and 2 years later think you thought of something. And you don't remember that it's just like when somebody in the audience goes, "Oh, this would be great for your actor."
I've done that
means
before.
They've heard it somewhere.
I know. Now you live and learn, but that happened to me twice.
They're not smart enough to come up with a good bit.
Why did I? Well, both times mine were from comedians, but just comedians I didn't know, like from local.
So, but I would imagine.
And it's embarrassing. One was from an SNL sketch. And I was like, oh, God, I found out right after. I was like, oh, why wouldn't you tell me that? And they were like, I don't know.
I would imagine they asked Carlos if he wanted to come on and defend himself. And he probably said, no, I don't. He made his money, whatever. But that's, that's West Coast shit. That's West Coast, not East Coast.
Look, I don't think people should steal jokes, obviously.
Of course.
And I'm sure at the time it was absolutely incredibly maddening to watch somebody destroying. Because honestly, the audience doesn't care that much.
The audience doesn't know. And
they think it's like singing, like, oh, just sing the song the best. It's like, it's really not about that. It's about having a voice, sharing your perspective, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, also, too, like, Rogan calling you out, and the clip they showed up there, and wasn't Carlos calling him a bitch or something?
Yeah. I'm not a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a little baby bitch.
Did he say that?
I don't know. I think so.
Bro, are you crazy?
But that was before. That was when Rogan was sort of just like a TV star, not the
podcast king.
Podcast king as he is now. Yeah.
But he's still a killer.
Support for this podcast comes from AT&T. All right, so to stay connected, AT&T Business has the only wireless plan your teams need. With mobile hotspot data up to 100 gigabytes, they can easily use their phones to connect tablets and laptops to the internet from really virtually wherever work takes them, giving them the power to boost productivity even on the go. Upgrade to AT&T Business and get our best plan with nationwide 5G and 100 gigabytes in mobile hotspot data. Visit att.com/business elite. Terms and conditions apply.
Support for this podcast comes from Microsoft Teams. Now there are more ways to be a team with Microsoft Teams. Bring everyone together in one space with a new virtual room. Collaborate live, drawing, sharing, and building ideas with everyone on the same page. And make sure more of your team is seen and heard with up to 49 people on screen at once. Learn more about all the newest Teams features at Microsoft.com/Teams.
Hey everyone, it's your old pal Dr. Steve from Weird Medicine, the first and still only uncensored medical show on broadcast radio, and now a podcast. You got a nasty toenail, an alien STD, a medical question you're too embarrassed to take to your regular medical provider? Give us a call at 347-766-4323 and subscribe to Weird Medicine on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. We're a medical show for people who would never listen to a medical show on the radio or the internet, so check us out. Quit smoking, lose weight, get some exercise. We'll see you soon on the next Weird Medicine.
Look, I knew Rogan.
And that documentary did a lot of like, you know, that like cross-fading black and white photos with, you know, some like serious music behind it. It's like, come on, that's like, it was like a lot, you know. We're really taking ourselves seriously here tonight.
You know, nowadays, like if I was that comedian Bruce Baum, I would change my last name, because now on the internet, how much they would Baum. You know, I would change my last name
because his is spelled B-A-U-M.
But I would say
change it to B-O-M-B.
No, I would change it to Bruce Kill, Bruce Destroy. I think I met him once.
Good one.
I think I met him once, but he
used to hang out at Rick Messina's all the time.
He used to do like, I think, Make Me Laugh and all those shows back. Like, I was talking to a comic, Rich Scheitner. The guy did 12 Carsons, 12 or 13 Carsons.
I know. It's amazing.
He was such a big actor. Or there was a comic who I was friends with back in I worked with all the time, David Say. David Say did 14 fucking Carsons. Great joke writer, great delivery. 14 Carsons and never blew up. I mean, he was a club headline.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think Scheitner did as much TV as you possibly could back in those days. But,
right. No, I met him in L.A. and
the nicest guy, too.
I went and looked him up after, and then I didn't know who he was until after. I looked him up, and it was like, oh, wow.
Well, he was married to Carol Leifer.
Right. That's the only credit that I knew him by.
But he did everything you possibly could back then. And I guess he made the movie, I Am Comic.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. We watched that movie. We were in it, but they cut us out. Mm-hmm. Remember we interviewed?
Was that
down at Caroline's in the basement?
But who else was it?
What's his name?
Brady.
Yeah, Jordan Brady. And,
I didn't know. Oh, yeah, that's right.
They
cut a lot of people out.
Yeah, but you don't cut out Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Mm-hmm. They just hit me. They cut us out. You don't cut us out. Put us back in and redo the movie.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Brady's a huge commercial director.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, huge.
Is he excellent?
He's very, very successful.
I knew him back in the Frankie Bastille days. Anyhow.
And what's Rich Scheidner doing?
I don't know. Probably, I know he had, after the movie, he wrote a book or did, I don't know. The guy's always doing something. Maybe he's laying low.
Maybe.
Enjoying his family and life. I don't know. Maybe he's laying low. But I'll tell you what. All the stuff he accomplished in comedy, he can lay low. You know, those guys, you see these people on that documentary, you're going, where are they? Maybe they're just laying low. They fucking had a good run. Mm-hmm. You know, they had a great run. You know, that guy, like I said, Bruce Baum was probably on Make Me Laugh. What was the show? Was it Make Me Laugh back then with,
Mark Cohen?
No, before that with
Ken
Ober? Wouldn't you remember a guy you lived with?
I never lived with him. Are you insane?
You went out with him?
No, I did not. Why do you keep saying that? It's not true.
You didn't go out with Ken Ober?
No.
Then why were Mark and Ken fighting on your front lawn?
I don't know, because Mark, it's a much longer story that I don't want to go into on this podcast.
No, the guy that hosted Make Me Laugh, the original guy, they had a documentary.
I have no idea who that guy is.
Chuck.
You can keep looking at me and trying to get me to say it. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know the guy.
Documentary about him. They said he was in the CIA.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Are you? You're just fucking with me.
Well, you're the one who can't remember a name.
Yeah, so that's why I'm telling you, asking you.
I hate you so much.
Look up
Do you
your
know
name.
that?
Look
I
up-
hate you so much.
Why do you
Because
hate
it's
me?
like who this is such a typical thing for you to do. You're ignorant, you don't know something that you clearly know, and then instead of getting mad at yourself for not knowing it, you get mad at me for not knowing it.
I'm not
And then
mad
as
at
though I'm
all.
some kind of secretary to you, you're like, "Look it up."
I would, but my phone is videotaping. That's what I'm saying. Can you look it up on your phone?
No. Move on.
Nope. Chuck,
I
original host to Make Me Laugh.
fucking hate you so much.
There's no reason to talk like that when I'm
It's
asking you to do me a favor.
it's so difficult to have normal conversations with you because you have no self-awareness, zero. And instead of having self-awareness, which could enlighten you as to what kind of person you actually are and then make relationships easier for yourself, instead you just go, no, I will be in denial for the rest of my life and make sure everyone around me is wrong instead of me, which takes a lot of your effort. It takes a lot.
I'm not
I
saying-
know that you lay in bed at night thinking about ways you're right and other people are wrong. I'm 100% sure that's what you spend your time doing when you're not on the phone.
Is that what I
Yeah, you think about, no, I am right. No, let me try to figure out a way where I am right. And then it's like in your brain.
Oh, Chuck Barris.
He did not do.
Chuck Barris was the original host of Make Me Laugh. Was it? Yeah, Chuck Barris. Are you?
No.
Oh, who was it?
I don't know.
Chuck Barris.
No, it's not Chuck Barris.
Are you?
He
what?
didn't do it.
Oh my God! You don't remember when the unknown comedian with the bag over his head used to come on? Oh, that was the Gong Show, not Make Me Laugh. The Gong Show.
Okay, here were the hosts of Make Me Laugh. 1958, it was Robert Q. Lewis. 1979 to 1980 was Bobby Van. 97, Ken Ober. 98, Mark.
Yeah, I meant the Gong Show. I was wrong on that one. I'm sorry. The Gong Show.
Two hosts of Make Me Laugh had a fight on my front lawn.
But what I was saying is
FYI.
those comics were, on the Gong Show, they were big comics back then. So opened up for big acts in Vegas. So that was the good thing about the documentary. They used new and older comics. They did mix it up, which was nice. They didn't just go with all these new and young comics. They did go, well, they had to go back into the history because that's what the documentary was about, the history of the Comedy Store. And you're thinking, well, is the Comedy Store was the biggest club in the country? I mean, back then in New York, Catch a Rising Star, the biggest acts in the country worked there too back in the day. Then, in the last, 10 years, the Comedy Cellar. Catch a Rising Star was a big fucking club, back then. But I guess the comedy, Pryor didn't start at the Comedy Store. He started in Chicago or New York. A lot of them started in New York and then went to the Comedy Store. But the Comedy Store is going, well, they started here. They didn't start there. They ended up there when they went to L.A. That's where they went on in L.A. But a lot of them started at, Belzer was a Catch a Rising Star act. And he was on the documentary he was a Comedy Store. He was a host for years at Catch a Rising Star, So Robin Williams started in San Francisco. There you have it. But I like the documentary. I like, Carla Bow came off great. Ari Shaffir, Joey Diaz. You get to see a lot of comics you like and that are friends of yours. So I liked it. Annie was very funny on it.
Great.
She was funny. She was good. So it was all in
She's
all
a
a good
star. She's
What?
a star.
She was a star.
She's a star, don't you think? Annie Letterman's a star.
Going to be a star or a star now?
I mean, has all the makings of a star.
Well, yeah, I guess anybody does. What do you?
You will not say it.
I'm
Oh
a
my
big
God.
fan of Annie Letterman. We used to do a roast battle together. She was quick and funny and mean. I liked her.
She's the
I still
quickest
like
and
her.
the funniest and the meanest.
No, she's not.
She's
No way.
very, very quick and funny. She's
You're
quicker and
so much
funnier than me. Oh, 100%.
Are you crazy?
I'm telling you.
Not at all as quick and as mean and as funny as you.
No.
She's funny.
No, she's beyond.
You're saying
She's surpassed me.
No. Listen, I think she's funny. I'm a fan, but she's not close to you.
No.
You're one of the meanest. Everybody knows it.
I get a lot of practice.
All right, let's wrap this up. I'm tired.
This is exactly
All in all,
perfectly Rich Foss.
All in all,
Let's just do it like not quite as great as we should.
all in all,
Let me put down other people, and then
who did I put down? Name one person I put down.
Nanny Letterman.
I started off saying she was funny. I didn't put her down.
I know, but the joke is that I said she was great. Hello, you who seem to know so much about comedy knows
do.
nothing about comedy
How could you say I know nothing about? Ask me any question.
because you're not being funny at all.
Oh,
At all. This whole this is comedy. It was nice to see people.
I'm not
The one time I said Annie Lamb's great. Not great. No, very funny.
First of all, I'm
Anytime I brought a callback, let me. What? How is it that I'm not? I don't know. How is it that you're not funny in like real life? Like here's the thing.
oh yeah.
No, I said this before, and I'll say it again. Is that you're a nightmare to live with. You're horrible. It's soul crushing. It's unimaginable to be married to you. However, you do make me laugh, belly laugh, several times a day.
I could be the third host.
Never.
To make me laugh.
Oh, if you want a more serious host, Rich is your man. But I don't get like you don't bring a lot to the relationship.
Oh, are you crazy?
So
Stop.
So at least
really?
bring more comedy. That's your strength. That's your strength, is it not?
That's my
How
strength.
come it's your strength, but you won't do it on the podcast?
I'm not their dancing little joke boy. This is a
What
serious
is it
part.
then that you're doing? I would like people to listen in to my mouth noises and my very like surface level reviews of television shows. Is that what it is for you?
Sir, what do you call them? What kind of level?
Surface level? You don't go very deep on anything.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's where you're wrong.
Come on. This could be a great relationship if you weren't so stingy with the funny. Don't be stingy with the funny, man.
You really take the wind out of my sail.
Something is like a meme on Facebook that you read that you know that.
What? No.
Like there's no reason for you to know that. The wind out of your sails.
Oh God. I feel like it's who sings? Does somebody sing a song like that? Bette Midler, maybe, or your buddy?
My buddy, Betty.
Your buddy
Midler.
Betty.
Betty Midler.
All right. Let me see. What am I going to promote? I have.
Oh, I don't know, but
What?
remember when you go to the show, 90% of it will be just serious talk.
Oh, really? When I'm on stage, is that what I do? And you want to go back to the last show we did together at the Stress Factory?
You just want, because I was telling you how good you are, and it's like you're living off it still. There's nothing left in that cup. That cup is nothing left. I
Good.
gave you the compliments. It's over.
Well, don't say
You are a very, very talented comedian.
I'm
This is
probably-
the truth. This is the truth. And this is why
I'm in the top 50 best comedians in the country.
I would go higher than that. I would go higher than that. In this house, you're number 2. I'm number 3.
Whoa, look at Bonnie throwing out the jokes.
Damn.
Rain
Sometimes
is-
people thought I was going to say Ma was number 1. I'm not. No, you're very, very funny, and on stage you never fail. You're fantastic. But in the podcast realm,
It's not a comedy podcast.
it's not.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What is it?
This is a marriage podcast.
Oh my God. Well, I would love it if you were funnier in the mornings.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do. I wait.
And then
Yeah,
a little in the afternoon. Well, when I get up, I'm always like, hey,
if you were
good morning. I'm always like nice in the mornings, and then you put me in a bad mood, and I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like
Yeah, if I
by
was-
10 o'clock, I'm like, "Arr."
if I was an actor, would you want me to wake up and do a scene?
Yes, if that's why I married you.
Yeah, you
But
want me
people
to
don't marry actors because they're acting.
You want me to do Macbeth?
If
right when I get up?
you know what, if you were an actor, I'd say, hey, act nice. In the
I'm
morning.
very fucking nice.
But I don't tell you to act
Look
nice.
at that.
I
It's
say-
going past the
I say-
template, so you're not going to get your dumb fucking emails, your
Okay.
tweets. Look at that. Oh, our podcast is going past the
Well,
last
see,
podcast.
we did longer than the last podcast. There
See?
you go, folks. No, you won't be able to get last week's podcast now. It's done. It's over.
Yeah, so
We've gone 1 minute longer than the last podcast.
you look very pretty. Oh, I got to high five you. Is that what we do? Is that, do you and Annie Letterman high five after you come up with
Yeah,
bits?
yeah. Whoa.
Do you find you talk to her more than you talk to Marina on the phone now?
No, I go, I have my call sheet. I got to get through every day.
How's Morgan doing?
She's doing good. She's doing much, much better. Thank
Good.
God.
Good. I like Morgan.
She had a brain surgery.
Oh, I'm talking about Morgan Fairchild.
Fear child?
Well, fair. Fear.
That's you.
What?
I'm going to start calling you Morgan Fearchild because you're so scared of everything.
I am lately.
Oh, there was a squirrel caught in the trap, which I don't know why we put the traps out. I feel so bad for
I
these
put him. I
animals.
took him away.
And there was a squirrel in the trap. Can you come get the squirrel out?
Well, you know how to do it better.
You just go like that and open it and it runs out. But he's scared to get close to the cage.
No, I took the cage. I took a.
Look at him. Look at him. The what is this called again?
My do-rag.
Your do-rag, your sleeveless, your tats, your toughness. Can you get the squirrel out? Well, I mean, none of it really tracks. You're scared of everything.
I'm versatile. Yeah. Lately, this, COVID's been giving me anxiety, and it's just pouring over into everything else. The other night I slept with my room locked. I felt somebody was going to break in and choke me as I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Well, maybe try being a little funnier in the mornings. You won't have those anxieties.
I started watching Designated Survivor.
Okay.
Can they just come up?
And now it's time for Rich Voss. I watched the first two, and
Yeah.
he was like, No, I watched the first four. You said, catch up with me. This is the best show
It's
ever
good. I
in
didn't
the
say
world.
best.
No,
No.
you were like, I've never seen you so pumped about anything. You were like, this is great. And all day long, he'd call, watch Designated Survivor. First two episodes, watch them. And then, I'd be doing something else. And then he's like, did you watch it? He comes home. Did you watch this? It's like, So anyway, I watched the first two. Then we watched two more
Yeah.
together because I've caught up. And then I say, I don't want to watch anymore.
No, you didn't say I don't want to watch anymore. I said I'm bailing with you because you're slowing me down.
Yeah.
You're
Did you
slowing-
finish the series?
No, I'm only on the 10th episode. There's 20-something episodes in the first season.
It's
Why don't they come
it's
up with
fun-
a
it's a fu-
conclusion to something? Everything's always...
because that's how. When you want a conclusion, you wouldn't keep watching.
No, and then they can move on to the next fucking problem.
You're the problem.
Ugh, your problem's obvious. Do you remember that poster? Your problem's obvious. You don't remember that poster?
I saw.
What?
You're not gonna hit me again, are you?
No.
Because I don't remember something.
Do you remember
like-
Fly United, that poster?
No.
Okay, do you want me to explain them?
Fly United seems pretty self-explanatory.
It was two like geese flying, having sex as they were flying. That was the Fly United poster back then, a blacklight poster.
Wait, that was like for United Airlines?
No, you fucking idiot. It was
Well,
just
why
Fly
would
United.
that be a fucking idiot? Fly United, there's a United Airlines.
Back then it wasn't, I don't think.
Okay, but you didn't give me any context. You were just like, do you know the
I
Fly
said-
United poster?
No, I said, yeah, the poster. Back in the day, the blacklight poster.
Help me, somebody.
You don't remember the blacklight poster? How about
Save me?
You don't remember?
What did I do in my last life? I sometimes think about this. Like,
You know, your problem's obvious. You want me to tell you that poster?
yes, please.
The guy was bent around with his head up his butt. Your problem's obvious.
So what was his problem?
Look it up on your phone. Then Jimi Hendrix. There was a blacklight poster of Jimi Hendrix. That was cool. You didn't.
I don't want to look it up on my phone.
You didn't have blacklight posters growing up, did you?
I didn't have posters growing up. I was so poor. We didn't have walls to put them on.
Ooh, that's the comedy you came here for, you folks.
Beat that, Annie Letterman.
Yeah. Oh. Well, listen. I gotta go. November, I'll be at the.
Also, follow Annie on Instagram because she's really funny on Instagram.
I can imagine.
She is. It's like
I said I can imagine.
some people are good at certain things. You know, you're good at templates. Oh my God.
I got Comedy Connection, Rhode Island, November. November 7th, I'll be in Hunterdon County. I don't know exactly where. I think a Holiday Inn on my website. And just go to richvoss.com.
I'm somewhere on Friday, but I don't know where.
I'll be in, I'm supposed to be this
In
Friday.
New Jersey somewhere.
I'm supposed to be this Friday in North Jersey at Skyline Stadium. Me, Florentine, Levy. Skyline Stadium Friday. Thursday, I'm in Somerville at the something brewery. I mean, how many breweries are in Somerville? So go to richvoss.com for my dates. You know, our YouTube Voss Roast is almost at 400,000 views. Pretty
Here
good.
we go. This is Thursday, 10/29. Doors at 8 p.m. Where is this? Main Street, Eatontown, New Jersey.
Oh,
It's a ladies' comedy night hosted by Jax DeLasso.
That's going to be a real hoot.
You're such a jerk. Why wouldn't it be good?
Because you
First-
said you would never do those shows.
I didn't know that it was an all-ladies show when I agreed.
Well, it's still
I don't
money.
mind doing all-ladies shows. I don't like them promoted as like, hey, this is an all-ladies show. Because I think women that like come to all-ladies shows aren't comedy fans. They're just like, they just want to cheer and hoot and holler, and it's like annoying.
What about the all-lady lingerie shows?
Oh, I just
Or in your pajamas?
no.
You don't do those, do you?
No. I mean, if you saw me doing one of those, it's like, then you could be like, Bonnie, what happened? What happened to you?
That's true. All right, we got to go. I'm done. I'm tired. Say goodbye.
I don't know how to say this. Mm-mm.
Peace out, homies.
Peace out.
She really hates him, it's really true. Why did she marry this jackass Jew? Some people say that opposites attract, but this seems more like a suicide pact. He's totally sober, she's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.